A story that I rarely hear about is that of Jean-Bédel Bokassa, a man obsessed with all things European and more specifically, all things French. He goes down in history as one of the most ruthless dictators in Africa and the world. Hello, and welcome back to my Black History Month series where we talk about Black and African royals. And sometimes these conversations are not going to be happy ones, but they are conversations that need to be had. I first heard of the emperor through one of his descendants that I am really good friends with. This is a very old photo. She is a direct blood relative, and if the monarchy was still going today, she would be a princess. But who was Jean-Bédel Bokassa? He was a former officer in the French army who overthrew the government in 1966, removing then-President David Dacko from his position via military coup. Now remember this person, he is important. Following the insurrection and overthrow, he declared himself president. Well, that's just not enough. 6 years later, he declared himself president for life. Does it sound like someone else we know in Germany? Follows the timeline. As previously mentioned, he was known to be obsessed with all things French and, of course, grandiose titles. Therefore, being president just wasn't enough for him. He needed to be emperor, even going as far as to copy the exact coronation style of Napoleon Bonaparte, the former French emperor. In those days, France heavily dominated a lot of the African countries for diamonds and minerals and all of that. So he asked the financial backing of the then president, Giscard d'Estaing, to help finance the coronation. And he agreed. He backed him for, obviously, personal gain. Every single thing he had designed for his coronation was inspired that of Napoleon. The date of the coronation was on December 4th, 1977, which marked the 173rd anniversary of Napoleon's own coronation in 1804. The coronation was said to have cost between $25 to $30 million at that point, which would be 100 to over 100 million in today's value. He pretty much cleared the treasury of his now empire. In this photo depicting Napoleon's coronation, where he would remove his laurel wreath and crown himself, well, the emperor did the same exact thing. Pictured next to him, you will see this woman goes by the name Catherine. Her name is Catherine. She is one of 9 of his wives who was his favorite and decided to crown her empress consort. Even though he had older sons, it was his favorite's wife's child who he would proclaim as crown prince and heir. Foreign monarchs, including the Emperor of Japan and the Shah of Iran, were invited to the coronation, but every single monarch declined, as well as every single African leader declined, aside from the Prime Minister of Mauritius. And of course, he called them jealous. I think this is a good stopping point. If you would like a part 2, comment that below, because trust me, there is a lot to discuss. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.